Man, Tiasu's songs are pretty long. Sorry, I didn't get to finish it, but I didn't want to take a full 5-minute break. And then, found the answer to that puzzle. Why don't we go back to this one? Here's the puzzle on the election, Luke. Okay, so everybody automatically gets 1 vote because they vote for themselves. Now we assume everybody in town only votes for these 2. For example, for some reason the woman gets no votes. Sexist, I suppose. Yay, sexism. Anyway, everybody votes for these 2, and we have 1 vote out of the pool. That means we have 39 votes. Ooh, 19 and 19 is 38. 1 more is their vote for themselves. So, they need 19. No, that
Just leave it to
showed
me.
up as 4. That time was...
Well,
Come on, game,
I'm
work with me
stumped.
here. It's because my handwriting's terrible. Made worse by the fact that I'm using a mouse and not an actual writing implement-ish implement.
Here goes.
Okay, I guess the answer is 20.
Well,
I guess we are counting their own vote in this. Because technically 19 would be correct. You'd be like, okay, I got 19 votes. Here's mine. You wouldn't count your own. I guess you do.
here goes. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Don't be so arrogant there. That's right, the winner has to get at least 20 votes for certain victory. Since each of the candidates dislike the other 2, each will likely vote themselves. 40 votes minus those 3 votes leaves 37. The winner will need over half the votes, in this case a minimum of 19 additional votes. So the winning candidate's personal vote to that, and you get 20 votes. Even if another candidate gathered all the remaining 18, wouldn't be enough to overtake the candidate's 20. Well done. Now we really should get back to investigating the town. So you agree that was pointless. Good to know. This way. There's some booths over there to the right. Let's see what kind of stuff they have going on. Oh, I guess we're going right. Whoa. Wow, look at this gigantic cow balloons. Cows? It looks like the villagers are setting up for a livestock competition. Livestock competition? That sounds like fun! Yes, I'd certainly like to see the competition myself, but it doesn't appear to be quite ready to start yet. While we're waiting, can we go see more of the village? Certainly. We will return to it later when the competition commences. Yay! The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to walk around until the livestock competition starts. Oh, the competition still hasn't started. Coins! It's a cow! More coins. More coins. Okay, I'm satisfied. Got all the coins. So, that was pointless. They just wanted me to look over there to see if the competition started and then push me back this way. Which was where I wanted to go in the first place. A mansion in the distance. Wonder if that's the founder's house. Oh, hey. I didn't mean to go inside. I'll be right back. But no, might as well stick around. Oh, these are so cute! This cat sculpture certainly is expressive. Yep, it's a cute one. Oh, he's a cute one. Oh, if you like cats, Professor, I've got a puzzle for you. Puzzle number 51, flipped cats, 20 picarets. Oh, this one again. One of the 3 color pictures, A, B, or C, is the same picture as the black and white one displayed in the far left. Can you find which one? The only difference is the picture to the far left had its content flipped to the left to right and its colors inverted and changed to black and white. Okie doke. Well, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. The whiskers are probably part of the problem. Let's see. The whiskers there all match. And the whiskers there all match. Okay, so my instinct that the whiskers are the problem. Not necessarily true. The fur coloring on those are all good. On those arms are all good. Those are fine. There. Stomach's fine here. Maybe I should start by looking what's different between all of these. The background lines look the same. I'm having trouble finding the difference. Tongue out, tongue out. Pause, pause, pause. I'm having a real hard time finding the difference between these all. And this doesn't strike me as a puzzle that'll help with hints. Oh well, I'll give a hint a try. Marrying A, B, or C with the picture to the far left is a lot of work, and it can be hard to find differences. But don't forget about the black and white picture for a moment. Just focus on finding the difference between B, B, C. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. I open. I have closed. Have closed. Whiskers, same. Whiskers, same. Whiskers, same. Whiskers, same. Fur color. This is a bit of an issue. I'm not seeing any differences. Lines in the background. This one's thinner. Can't be you. You don't match. Those match up fine. Background lines match up fine there and there. A hint to your right with the whiskers. Really? The whiskers are part of the problem. That's a tad unusual, because I've checked them multiple times and I was pretty happy with them. I'm looking as closely as I can. Actually, I can see them bigger on my stream preview screen. But you still have to say in the background is thinner. Well, no, I found the one that's different. I didn't find the one that's right. I only know it could be A or B now. Okay, well, hold on. I haven't used all my hints yet. So no more. The whiskers. I'm now looking at my other monitor, so I might sound a little different or further away from my mic. Because it's bigger. My instinct wants me to say it's A. I'm gonna follow my instinct.
And now to test my theory.
Has to be B then.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Yeah, I know that, Professor, thank you. I'm quite adept at not winning them all. Don't look at the whiskers anymore, you sneaky little...
And now to test my theory.
Thank you.
A true gentleman leaves no...
Alright, so what was the difference between A and B? Oh, the eyelashes weren't as long. B is the picture you're looking for. The other two pictures are identical, save for the cat's eyebrows. Eyebrows, sorry, not eyelashes. It's just the whiskers are closer to the background on the left too, and cause the back is thinner and it's whiter there. Ah, so you were confused about the background. You always make it look so easy. Alright, that's 2 hint coins. Did I find one already? Oh well, let's talk to Miss. Greetings! I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. May I ask your name? Of course, I'm Herschel Layton, Professor of Archaeology at Gressenheller University. Charm, sir! Welcome to Dropstone, Professor Layton. My name is Dorothea, and I am a maid at the service of the Anderson family. Tell me what brings you to our humble village. My companions are I are after an artifact known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard of it before? Yes, I have. The Master is quite knowledgeable about curiosities such as that. Master, madam. Oh yes, excuse my thoughtlessness. I keep forgetting you're new here. I'd venture that there's not a single resident of our village who doesn't know Mr. Anderson. I see. Well, if it's all that at all possible, I'd like very much to meet Mr. Anderson. Normally, I'd say he's glad to receive you, but lately he's been preoccupied with his daughter. I don't mean to pry, but has there been some issue between Mr. Anderson and his daughter? Well, yes, just between you and me and the wall. His daughter has been secretly planning a trip alone. Secretly planning a trip alone? Is that your way of saying she's planning to run away? Yes. And what's worse is that the Master is starting to catch on and something's going on. After much talk, we servants have decided to cheerfully see the Master's young daughter off. So you're in support of allowing the girl to go off on her own? Why is that? Yes, the purpose of the trip is to fulfill the last request of our young lady's late grandmother. I see. May I inquire as to what the last request was? Well, I myself have only heard scraps of the story from other people, so I can't say much. But whatever the request, it's one that the young mistress seems to feel is extremely important. Oh, look at that! Here I am gossiping away when there's supper to prepare. Please excuse me, Professor Layton. I need to get back to work. Oh, before you go... Rat, she's gone. Maybe it's me, but it sounds like Mr. Anderson's daughter leaving home more than going on a trip. And yet for some reason the servants are cheering her on. How odd. Yes, very. And think about the consequences should Mr. Anderson find out what's been going on. The servants must have a truly solid reason if they've resolved to keep a secret like this. What could it possibly be? I'm getting the feeling Dropstone isn't as ordinary as it looks. You're not the only one, Luke. But enough speculation. Let's go explore more of the village. Okay, Professor. And now that she's gone, anything of secrets? No. You, sir, in the hat. I never forget a face, and I don't know any of yours. You must be from the Momentary Express. Since you're new in town, let me clue you in on a few key facts about Dropstone. I know you're interested, so don't act all bashful and reserved on my account. Listen, if you know one name in Dropstone, make sure it's Mr. Anderson's. Not only is the fellow swimming in money, he pretty much runs Dropstone. But he's a swell guy who treats everyone with respect, even the mailman. That'd be me, by the way. I always say you can tell a heck of a lot about a guy the way they treat their local mail carrier. But even nice guys like him have troubles. I hear he spends all his time fretting about his daughter. That reminds me, I just saw a pair of unusual characters head up towards Mr. Anderson's house. You said they were police from London, but something about them seems downright fishy. 2 people, huh? Are you referring to Inspector Chelmy and his assistant? Chelmy, you say? That sounds right. He said he had official police business, saying he needed to see Professor Anderson. What possible connection could there be between Mr. Anderson and the Elysian Box? It seems that Mr. Anderson serves as the head of this community. It's only natural that he'd know about who and what passes through this area. He's a big fish, alright. You're right on the money about that. Heck, even the owner of the Momentary Express stops to pay him a visit when he's in town. Yes, I bet those 2 officers are being waited on like kings at Mr. Anderson's as we speak. Enough chit-chat. Got a festival to run now, so go and have fun. Okay, well, let's move on. Any more coins? Give me coins. More coins. What a cute little farm. Yes, and the weather is so nice that even the animals grazing in the fields seem to be in a good mood. It seems like the perfect time for a short puzzle. See if you can solve this one. Puzzle number 38, Moving Day, for 35 picarets. Oh dear, I think I remember one like this. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. In traveling from point A to B, These horses take 1, 2, 4, and 6 hours, respectively. One day you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B. However, you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing that you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with, what's the fewest number of horses it will take to complete your move? Okay, so I need them all to go from point A to point B. I can take 2 horses, so every single time I'm probably going to take this one. So if I take him and him, it'll take 6 hours there and 1 hour back. Then I take him, it'll take 4 more hours, and then 1 hour back. Take him, it'll be 2 more hours, and then I'm done. So, 10, 12, 13, 14. 14 hours. What's the fewest number of hours? Okay, I misread that. Fewest number of hours. So, 14.
Let's see if this works.
Okay, I've missed something.
Oops, that wasn't right.
Think hard about the clues you've been given and try again. They usually tell you that when it's a trick question. When crossing back over from B to A, you want to move as quickly as possible, so make sure you put yourself in a position to cross over to A on the 1 hour horse when possible. However, if you always make traveling back on your 1 hour horse top priority, you may end up wasting time on other legs of the journey. Don't assume you always need to return from B to A on the 1 hour horse. Wait, what? You can only move as fast as the slowest horse, though. Why wouldn't you just... Okay. That's... Okay, if 2 and 4 go together, it takes 4 hours there and 2 hours back, which makes a longer trip than before. 2 hours there, 1 hour back, because then I would take these 2. Then 6 hours there. See, that's more than 14, though. What are you trying to tell me? In order to move all your horses from A to B in the shortest amount of time, you'll need to cross over from A to B 3 times and return twice. Make the most effective use of the limited number of crossings. I don't understand. First, bring your 1 hour and 2 hour horses over to B, then return to A on the 1 hour. Next, bring your 4 and 6 hours over to B and return to A on your 2 hour. Okay, first is 1 and 2, and then it's 4 and 6. 1 and 2, and then 4 and 6. Alright, so that would be 2 hours there, and 1 hour back. Okay. Then it would be 6 hours there, and 4 hours back. Okay, so that's 13. but then I'd have to get 4 hours there. I don't understand. I don't understand. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. My parents' cat decided she wants to get into their room for some reason. Alright, so I have part of the answer. But I think I'm misunderstanding something. I think I'm misunderstanding something important. First bring your 1 hour and 2 hour horses over to B, then return to A on the 1 hour. Then move your 2 and 4. And return on... Wait! Return on your 2 hour horse? Right, because your 2 hour horse is already there. Okay, so now the 6 and the 4 are here. This is like one of those puzzles where you go across the water and stuff. I've got to think of it like that, only in my head. So that means 6 and 4 is there at this point. So that's 4, 5, 11. So the ones that are left over here are the 2 and the 1. So it would only be 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 13. So I was off by 1. That's not a 7.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
That's right. To start, take your 1 and 2 hour horses, then ride the 1 hour horse back. Then next ride your 4 and 6, and then return 2 hour horse. At this point, you've been moving horses for 11 hours, 3 in the first excursion and 8 in the next. So now you should be back at point A with your 1 and 2 hour horses, ride them back to access point B to finish the task in 13 hours. That's what confused me. It didn't occur to me to use the horses that were already there. The animals out in the farm sure look like they're enjoying the sun. Of course, Luke. Animals enjoy being surrounded by nature as much as you and I do. Got a tiny part. Me? I'm a world traveler. I need a different voice. Me? I'm a world traveler, but I'm stuck here until I can score a ticket to the Military Express. I was hoping for a freebie, so I told Beluga one of my puzzles to break the ice. Unfortunately for me, he got all hot in the collar when he couldn't solve it. Here, maybe you'll have better luck with it. Number 45, baggage claim, 30 picarets. Uh-oh, sledding block puzzle. But rotten luck, while trying to pick up your luggage, you find that your bag is at the very back of the pile. The baggage porter, unloading the luggage, claims the boxes in the hold have prevented him from unloading your bag. Use your wits to move all the boxes out of the way to reclaim your luggage. So this is our luggage. Right, so the first thing has got to be moving these out of the way. Because I'm not going to get enough space otherwise. If I move this down, though, that doesn't help. But I don't have an option otherwise. No, this gets me stuck. First move has got to be this. Moves that there. Only move from here is that. Only move from here is that. Only move from here is that. And then I have a move here down, but then I'm stuck and I can't do anything. The move from here is that. The only way to do something here is to do that, which means that, which means that. Right, I can do that. And that opens up a lot of possibilities. Then you replace that block. No. These sliding block puzzles, man. I've almost got it, actually. Got it!
Consider this puzzle solved. And there we have it.
Very nice. Be sure to show the baggage porter how you did it next time. So next time you get your luggage for you. He doesn't have to... He can get your luggage for you. Well, pretty clever bunch, aren't you? With folks like you around, we might actually solve the mystery of the Military Express. People say the train occasionally makes a stop at a phantom town found on no map. Could be just a wild rumor, though. Who knows? An unplotted town? Oh, I wonder if that's true. This way. Wowee, look at the size of that mansion. Bet you could get lost in there. It was impressive to say the least. I'm sure the massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson. That's where Inspector Chelmy and his assistant went, right? I'd like to see the place myself. Can we go look? No, for now I think the best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. Besides, I imagine the Andersons have their hands full with 2 guests they currently have. There's a cute little piece of waterside construction. Read, Haven. Read what is in front of you. That was 3 coins. Urge. Phew. That should do it. Good afternoon. What are you doing there, sir? Me? Oh, I'm doing a little fishing in here, like this here lake. Sounds like a lot of work. Have you had much luck? Actually, that's a good question. I think about it, how many have I managed to catch today? Number 33, fishing net. You cast a large net out in a pond to catch some fish. Every part of the net is in the water except for the 2 ends, which you are holding in your hands, as shown below. The pond's surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater, so parts of your sunken net aren't visible from the surface. Assuming there is no tears in the net, and that the rim is constructed of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will you snare when you pull the net back up? Okay. Let's follow this right. So this goes like under here, then this way, then catches over here. So you're caught. So that's 1. No, wait. You wouldn't be caught. You would be caught. So you're 1. You're caught, so you're 2. You're not. You're caught, so you'd be 3. You're caught, so you'd be 4. 5. I think 5 is my answer. window.
Looks like I botched that one.
Why not try sketching the part of the net you can't see? Okay, the fact that I can't see part of the net, that's gotta be a problem. That probably goes there, 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 that probably goes there to there, there. I think I got something very wrong. You're on the outside. You're not. You're on the outside. You and you are on the outside. You're on the outside. You're on the outside. You're on the outside. You're on the outside. You and you are on the outside. Sorry about that. My parents' dog is playing with my parents' cat. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try 7 this time.
Here goes. That was almost too
I didn't
easy.
bother to count all the ones in the middle for whatever reason. That's right. To solve the puzzle, you need to imagine how the unseen parts of the net connect, which would look something like the illustration above. As you can see, the net will catch a total 7 fish. Okay, there's a lot of noise coming from the living room. I need to check what's going on. Apologies for that, the cat just had to go out for whatever reason. Woohoo, what a haul! Tonight I feel like a king. I don't know what voice I was going for there. We're going to ignore it. Hopefully he's not a recurring hello there. That looks like Don Paolo. Oh, it's Inspector Chelmy! Well, look who it is. Hello, Inspector. Are you returning from the Anderson estate? I don't know where you get your information, Layton, but you're sly as a fox. As a matter of fact, I was just there, but the servants said Mr. Anderson himself wasn't home. They said the bloke is off presiding over some livestock competition. A likely story, I'm sure. I'm curious, what connection do you see between Mr. Anderson and the case you're investigating? Not that it's any of your business, but perhaps you can be of some help. I've heard rumors the bloke had tried to find this Elysium box in the past, so I went to talk to him. When I got to the house, his butler told me he wasn't home and that I should leave. Can you believe it? Bet you a tenner he was just pretending to be out. Went out of the way to see this man, and the least he could do was offer me a proper cup of coffee. Why would Mr. Anderson be interested in the Elysium box in the first place? If it's anyone's guess, Luke, we won't know more until we can ask him in person. Guess we better head over to the livestock competition Mr. Anderson is judging. Fine. Let the blasted bloke judge his precious livestock competition then. I won't be there. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing's a frivolous distraction of the rich. Speaking of which, I only assume his obsession with the box stems from his excess time and money on his hands. See anything that might help this investigation, report it straight away. You hear? We're always happy to cooperate, Inspector. Now please excuse us. Sure, off you go. Come along, Barton, we have work to do. Oh, okie dokie, sir. Alright, we better hurry back to the competition grounds. Not yet. Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to go back to the site of livestock competition. You! Professor, I think this fellow here fell asleep standing up. Judging by his uniform, he must be a security guard. I wonder how his employer feels about his nap. Perimeter secure. Please confirm my identity by solving this puzzle. How does that confirm my identity? Now, forget it. 44, tangled ropes. Number 25. 3 rope loops are tangled together with a single red rope. If we were to pull the both ends of the red rope, a single knot would form in the middle. Can you figure out how many of the rope loops would get caught in the knot when it forms? Remember, even if the loop appears to have been pulled from the knot, you shouldn't count it out of your answer if you can pull the loop free of the red rope with a tug. What? Okay. Anything that goes over and under. How many loops will get caught? This one's gonna get caught, so that's 1. This one gets caught. I'm not sure how we're defining loops here. Carefully study how the ropes are wrapped around each other. In at least a few places, the ropes may appear entangled, but are actually removed easily from the pile with a single tug. Probably experienced this phenomenon before when untangling a mess of appliance wires at home. Let's look at the ones that can be freed with a tug. Definitely not the green one. Greenish one. Wait, the knot would form like here-ish, wouldn't it? I don't think this part would form a knot. The knot would form like right here.
Consider this puzzle solved. Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
I don't like this one. I really don't. Visualizing how the knots close just isn't something I can do very well. Actually, this one would be pulled free with a tug.
And now to test my theory. Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
I don't think I understand the logic of this one. I don't understand what it's defining as loops. I don't understand how the knot pulls together in the first place. So I'm just gonna guess. I really don't like having to. But
Consider this
I can't visualize the knots.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
If it's not 1, 2, or 3, it has to be 0.
This should do the trick.
It was a trick question.
And there we have it.
Good thing, now a single loop would become truly tangled in knot and forms. You pull the red rope knot, one loop would fall away, and the other 2 would hang from the red rope free of the knot. Of course. Correct answer confirmed. Well done, sir. He must be some kind of mad puzzle genius to be able to talk about them in his sleep. Oh no. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going down that road. This guy kind of reminds me of a... Oh, is it a woman? I don't know. This person reminds me of a frog. And that's kind of an insult. Sorry. But for some reason, that's the image that came to mind. Boy, oh boy, I'm in a tight spot. Wanted to make a clean cut of this board, but I botched it kind of bad. Pretty much useless as is. Can you think of a way to turn the pieces into a solid square? Puzzle number 42, Board Splitter, 25 picarets. Here we have an oddly shaped board. Since the board is rather unwieldy as it is, you decide to cut it into 2 pieces and rejoin the pieces to form a square. Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either piece once the board is cut, where would you cut in order to achieve the above? Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces. Form a square. Alright, to form a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. To make a square like that, you need to make it 4 by 4. And I've got 3 pieces on the outside to help make that already. So it has to be 4 by 4. I know that much. Now, here I have to cut in such a way that this square... that this block right here becomes a non-issue. I can only cut it once and form 2 pieces. Alright, well if I'm gonna make a 4 by 4, 2, 3, 4, this part has to be cut off. That's somehow. And this square here makes it difficult to keep it. But I'm not allowed to rotate anything, am I? The final square will be 4 units tall, 4 units wide. I've already figured that out. I have to cut the board in 2 separate pieces. All of those were hints I already figured out myself. Trying to think of it. Right. Don't think straight lines, Haven. Think angles. Think angles. That would make 3 separate pieces, though. Sorry if you hear my mouse moving around. My cat's still on my desk and he's causing a little bit of racket. Yeah, you're shaking the entire desk, cat. I've got to think of a weird shape to do this with. And doing so with that hole in the middle. That would do it. No one. I'd be able to put this here, and then this would just be sitting, and this would have to move there. Let's give it a shot anyway. Let's see what happens.
To test my theory. Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
I don't know this one. This one's not coming to me. Nope, I won't help you. My goodness, look at this place! Phew, we made it back in time to catch the competition! If we've been informed correctly, Mr. Anderson is judging the entries. So we should be somewhere around here, right? Indeed. I wonder which of the gentlemen walking around here is our man. Uh-oh, it looks like the two men over there are getting pretty hot on the collar about something. Wonder what the matter is.
Just look at that mangy coat. Anyone with 2 eyes can see that's no bovine of mine. I know what's gone down here. Someone swapped out my cow for this lemon.
Oh, what do you want me to do about it? Can you at least point out which cow is yours?
How would you expect me to do that?
Oh, brother, this is gonna get ugly. What seems to be the problem, sirs? This fella here seems convinced someone swapped out his prize cow for another.
I'm telling you, that ain't no cow of mine. My girl was perfect, the horns to tail.
See what I mean? There's just no reasoning with him. We can't start the contest with him carrying on, but I don't know how we can clear up the situation. I'll take care of this. I bet cows would know if monkey business monkey business went on. Of course. Why didn't I think of that myself? I'll leave this one to you, Luke. Excuse me, miss. Can you help out here? Moo. I see. Moo, moo. Did you find out anything of use? I sure did. If I had to sum up the conversation, it'd go something like this. Puzzle number 50. Information. 30 picarets. Okay. 5 cows are grazing at the festival. 2 of them are true moo cows, a breed that only tells the truth. The other 3 are no way cows, a different variety that always lies. Using the following statements from each cow, mark all the no way cows. Type a letter to mark the cow below it. D is a no way, I promise. Oh no, C isn't a true moo cow. A ain't a no way cow, no way. E is a no way if I've ever seen one. B is definitely not a true moo. Okay. So let's go with logic. I had something in my head right before this started, and then I lost it. Okay. So the true moo cows, there are 2. There are 3 no ways. The no ways have to lie. The true moos have to tell the truth. Alright, so if A is a true moo and says D is a no way, so D lies. E is a no way, so that means he'd have to be a true moo. And he says B is a no way. And then B says C is not a true moo, so he'd have to be a true moo. That gives us 3 true moos, so A cannot be a true moo. As such, must be lying. D is a no way, so that means D is a true moo. E is a no way, so that means E's a liar. B is definitely not a true moo, so B is a true moo. C is not a true moo, so he has to be lying. Okay, so A, C, E are all no ways.
Here goes. Piece of cake.
That's right, cows A, C, and E are no ways. If you assume each cow to be a no way or a true moo and run through each of the cow statements, you'll eventually realize that all statements are true when cows A, C, and E are assumed to be no ways. It looks like these two ladies swapped places while waiting for the competition to start. Things should be sorted out now, though.
Oh, you betcha! Look at that build, that lustrous coat, that soulful gaze. That's my cow, no doubt.
So everything's okay by you?
Better than okay, kid. With my darling back, I'm a shoo-in for that blue ribbon. Thank you.
Wow, Luke, you have a way with animals. Ah, it's nothing really. Look over here, you two. They're about to announce the winner.
And the winner of this year's Dropstone Dairy Crown is...
Oscar show-stopping milk maven Mutilda.
Hold on now, you mean to tell me my sweet Marimoo didn't take first place?
Too bad you swapped your cow back, Clever. If you kept quiet, you'd be the winner, eh?
I was robbed. This competition must be rigged. Rigged, I tell you.
To think you went through all that trouble to get this cow back, then ended up losing because of it. Yes, I suppose it goes to show that things in life don't always go as planned. Right you are, Professor. Say, shouldn't Mr. Anderson be around here now? It's going to take some effort to find him in a crowd this dense. Let's look around for a bit. Not really here because of Monster Hunter 4. I can understand. And I just realized at the top of the hour. So, we're going to hold off on whatever puzzle this person has. Get up, stretch, whatever you need to do to keep watching comfortably. I'll be right back.